Hello, friends. Today I welcome you all to the world of Sprung Rhythm in the poem The Sea and the Skylark. I told you the poem it is written by Jim Hopkins. Here, the poet, the speaker, is going to speak about the sea and the skylark. And the whole poem is about the sounds, noises, and voices. Here, the poet begins the poem like this: On here and here, two noises, to hold, to hint. Very first word, on here and here. Here we see that the same word is repeated in the different effect. On here, the preposition on, ear and ear. Here we can notice the two ears of the poet. Everybody has 2 ears. Every man has usually have 2 ears. But we listens a common sound in 2 ears. But here the poet makes a different role in listening 2 different noises in the 2 different ears. Let us see that here the poet has 2 ears. He speaks about 2 ears of himself. 2 times he has used the word ears. It means there are 2 ears. On one ear, let us see the word. On one ear means here one ear of the poet. It may be right or the left. He hears 2 noises in 2 ears. There are 2 words to hint. He goes on to say that in the same sentence, there are 2 words to hint. It means the poet wants to convey that he listens to noises at a time in both ears separately, independently. In short, there is no end to the noises that he is listening in the 2 different ears. It means he is listening constantly and continuously 2 different noises at a time, separately. Let us see where does he listens these 2 sounds or these 2 noises. The very second line of the sonnet gives a clear answer to the question or the context where the poet listens. When the poem begins, the poet stands on the bank of the seashore and he listens the sound from the right ear. He says, trench, right. The tide that ramps again at the shore. The context of the poem is revealed in the words like tide and the seashore. The words tide and the seashore refers or clearly indicates the poet standing on the bank of the sea. It is Ryle Sea, RHYL, Ryle Sea, which is away from 7 kilometers away from the college where the poet was studying in. The noise of the tide can be heard on the seashore. It is very much clear that the poet listens the noises directly from the sea. In his right ear, it is the noise of the waves of the sea. It comes out when the waves rams against the shore. It seems like a flood or a fall or all roar to the poet. Here in the third line of the poem, the poet obviously says that he listens the noise of the sea, which is roaring. Usually during moon, the waves of the sea rise up and down and increases the roaring sound. Thus the poet speaks of the roaring sounds of the sea. He listens it in his right ear. It is very much clear. He says, though it is roaring sound of the tide, for him it is natural, simple, pure. Thus, in the first 4 lines, the poet speaks of the noise of the tide. Thank you.